So what's going on, everybody? JA News. Salute to you for tuning in. So it's the Friday show. We're going to be heading into the weekend the right way, covering all the latest updates here from around the world of sneakers. So for today's show, we saw a Jordan brand restock, which felt like it came out of nowhere. Absolutely nobody saw this one coming. Plus, did you get blessed with exclusive access as Nike dropped one of this month's biggest releases a little bit early ahead of the scheduled release date? And as far as this sneaker, let's just say it's definitely one that has been growing on a lot of people. So guys, if you enjoy these updates, make sure you smash the like button down below. I can't do it without everybody's support, so make sure you guys tap in down below for the only daily sneaker news show here on YouTube. So to begin, we're gonna start with a tweet which has gone somewhat viral and for very good reason. So we got Eldon Monitors, one of the biggest sneaker info pages on the net, talking about who still needs a pair, showing a pair of the Brick by Bricks Nigel 4. So definitely sign me up right here, guys. This is a sneaker which, if you actually look up the resale prices, you may actually have a heart attack seeing that a sneaker which originally retailed at just 225 bucks is now reselling for upwards of $700 plus. And it's kind of crazy to think that at one point people felt like they were overpaying, paying $500 for these. And it just seems like this is a shoe which is on a lot of people's undisputed sneaker of the year list, and it's a release that just continues to increase in value. So I'm not confirming that we're gonna see a restock or anything like that, but I would say if Nike was to restock these for retail, you could definitely sign me up. I'm not paying any resale for these or anything like that, but for retail, you could definitely sign me up for these. So Eldon Monitor, stop playing with us like that, man. I would definitely want to see Nike drop these joints again. Now, in other news, we got a high profile release from New Balance. This is the 2010, which they're releasing in collaboration with Kith. So you got two great colorways of this brand new model from New Balance. It looks like you guys do actually have up until the 19th if you're interested in grabbing these. So signups are available as we speak currently via the Kith app. Now, for all the folks in New York, it looks like Kith, they actually did have a reopening. They dropped these in store at the Kith Manhattan location. And of course, in attendance, you had Kith's founder, Ronnie Fogg, doing his thing, touching hands with the people, also passing out bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches for everybody that was hungry this morning. And on top of that, even giving away free sneakers. So you gotta love that hospitality. And for all of our New York folks, just a little word of advice: if you're ever hungry in the morning and you don't have a little change to grab something to eat for breakfast, if Kith has ever happened to be releasing a high profile sneaker or something like that, my bet would be to go ahead and jump in the line. That way you can enjoy a little free breakfast or something like that. But as far as this sneaker, I would say these joints are definitely nice. Ronnie Fogg was actually spotted rocking an unreleased pair of 993s that are looking real great as well. So salute to New Balance, salute to Kith, continuing to do huge things. And looks like they did reopen the Manhattan location. So huge salute to them on that. Now, next up here, we got a new look, another leaked Anthony Edwards 2 colorway. These are actually called Lucid Pink. I'm rocking with these, of course, you guys should already know that. And when it comes to the Anthony Edwards 2 line, this is now actually the 4th official sneaker that we've seen leaked from the unreleased line, which Adidas hasn't even unveiled themselves just yet. And I'm rocking with these. The release date, January 17th. While I'm not a huge fan of this colorway specifically, there is a rumored Georgia Bulldogs colorway in the works. I'm sure there's also going to be some other great pairs which I gravitate towards. So I'm definitely on board for the AE2. The question is, are you? So up next, we got today's fit of the day, my favorite segment. And by the way, for anybody from the community that ever wants to be showcased here in this segment, all you simply got to do is just tag me on social media, whether it's on Twitter or over on the gram. Just a little warning, hopefully you will be able to take a couple of jokes here and there. But again, at the end of the day, it's all love. So unfortunately, nobody's stepping up to the plate today, but I did want to double back on a fit which we did see last week, during my time when I was out sick and everything like that. This look actually happened to take place at the Met Gala, one of Hollywood's biggest nights. So as you can imagine, a night like that, we probably saw a whole bunch of different wild looks. But today I did want to showcase Future Hendrix. As y'all see right here, he's got the new outfit on and everything like that. But besides the fit, I think the big headline that everybody was talking about, of course, our guy, he decided to ditch the dreads after years, for this new hairstyle. So as far as Future's new hairstyle, I'm gonna kind of just keep things quiet, let the comments do the talking for him. As y'all see right here, seems like a lot of people had a lot of jokes, as far as the new look and everything like that. But as far as I got Future, man, can you blame a dude that's been rocking dreads for years and years to, finally want to just let his hair breathe and everything like that? So salute to the legend. Future doing his thing. You guys know what to do as far as this fit. Jump in the comments, leave your feedback. Plus, more importantly, give this one a rating 0 out of 10. So with those quick updates out of the way, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump here into our main stories, which Nike, they got a huge month right here as far as sneaker releases. And as y'all see, we got the new Concrete Boy Air Force Ones. It's just us from Lil Yachty. So with this one right here, you got some nice vibrant colors which all come together to kind of create a sneaker which has some kind of subtle throwback hits. A lot of people would say that these kind of remind people of the patent leather colorful Air Force Ones which we used to see dropping during like the early 2010s. Some comparisons to a lot of those early Bapesters as well. And for me, just like all the hype to the side, you know, take the Lil Yachty cosign away and everything like that, this is a sneaker which I felt like the first time I seen him I was rocking with them, but just the more and more I'm seeing these, the different looks, people rocking these, you know, I'm just loving them even more. So as far as the official release date, these will be dropping coming up May 22nd, retail, 130 bucks. So you could definitely sign me up for these right here. Now, as far as celebrating the release, Lil Yachty, they did a cool little promo, you know, ahead of this release. What they did was they actually hit the streets of New York, you know, basically handing these out to different random people. That way they could showcase this new upcoming release with just like everyday looks. These aren't like hype beasts or anything like that, but just your average everyday person rocking these, you know, really letting the sneakers speak for themselves, really showcasing the outfit. And I gotta say, I love this idea. They even took all the images, put it together to what they're calling the It's Us magazine. I guess this will be the debut issue of this sneaker. So I'm rocking with these. You guys already know you can sign me up for a pair of these. And it looks like today we actually did see Nike drop these via exclusive access on the sneakers app ahead of the May 22nd release date. Now, people are always wondering, like, how do you get exclusive access via the Nike's app? Sometimes they actually do give you the criteria, all the requirements that you must meet to be able to actually get access for the early sneakers, or sometimes I guess they just say it's completely random, but low key, it just kind of feels like the same people always get granted exclusive access. The same people be hitting on the shock drops as well as all the sneakers. So as far as this release, it says, for the first time ever, Dot Swoosh links up with Concrete Boy to give early access to our members who purchased Lil Yachty's Nike US Force One on Fortnite and connected their Nike account to their Epic Games account. So as far as the criteria here, no luck for JA. I'm someone that doesn't even know how to play Fortnite. I've never even touched a video game controller hooked up to a console that had Fortnite. So that's just kind of one of them things that I'm completely out the loop. And unfortunately, due to that, you know, I guess no luck over on my side, even though sometimes they say you really don't even need to meet the criteria and just to go ahead and check your app for access. But, you know, unfortunately, no luck for me. And to make matters even worse, when we're talking about this shoe, which it looks like we are now just about a week ahead of the official release date, resale prices are looking pretty sick. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I'm sad that these joints got resale, because you already know what that means. Scalpers, resellers are gonna be all over these. So again, we're about a week out from the drop. You know, my hope is that maybe with exclusive access, maybe a lot of pairs of these will hit the streets early. I'm hoping that that resale price will come down, because ahead of the launch, man, I'm rocking with these heavy. I ain't gonna lie, I definitely wanna grab these. Would I pay resale for these? Absolutely not. Not a penny over resale, but if I can grab these joints via the sneakers app for retail, you can definitely sign me up. And as far as the comparisons between this pair and that first Concrete Boy Air Force One, it seems like there's a lot more hype for this one. So I feel like this is the debut that we should have saw, you know, for this sneaker right here. So salute to Yachty. It's interesting to see where he's gonna take things as far as his Nike collaborations. Is he gonna continue to keep dropping Air Force Ones? I would actually like to see him take his taste-making skills over to another silhouette, maybe something that's a little more underappreciated, undervalued or something like that. So we'll see what happens. But as far as these joints, man, I definitely need them, man. If anybody watching can help me, man, let me know if y'all can help me get my hands on a pair of these joints right here. Like, just look at them, bruh. They're looking too smooth. So lastly, guys, before we bounce, we had some pretty random Jordan restocks go down. These are actually for pairs that didn't drop this year. They didn't even drop last year, but these are actually Jordans that dropped back in 2023. So kind of crazy to see, but these actually did go down via Foot Locker, which of course they're making a lot of headlines for their recent buyout by DSG. But we did actually see 3 different older pairs actually released via Foot Locker, a decent size run, As I am recording, it looks like a lot of these pairs are beginning to sell out. So if you're interested in any of these, jump on as soon as possible. So first up, we got a pair of Jordan 5s, which Jordan 5s are definitely having a year. We know Jordan brand, they're selling in the 35th anniversary of when this sneaker originally released. So not only do you got these Georgetown pairs, which feature a nice little suede finish. You got the little speckle going on right here in the sole, paying homage to Georgetown. But you also have another sneaker which showcases another D1 college school, Michael Jordan's alma mater, in the UNC Jordan 5. So again, both of these pairs we did see drop back in 2023. I think out of both of these, probably the one that more people would gravitate towards would be the UNC pair, but kind of crazy to see these joints restocking. I think this is a couple of pairs which people didn't love too much when they originally dropped, but being is that now the 5s are definitely one of the hottest silhouettes from Jordan brand. I think this is a couple of pairs that many people would maybe want to, let's say, double back on. So go ahead and hop on these as supplies last. And then very lastly, guys, before we bounce, another pair which actually did drop towards the end of 2023. We got the Jordan 4 Craft Olive. So this is one of those more underrated Jordan 4s. And it's kind of interesting with the undefeateds on the way this one shares a similar olive color. I would say these are definitely one of the more underappreciated, undervalued Jordans that we saw drop back in the day. This one was a shocker to many people that I guess these are one of like the bricks of that time. They didn't feature the Nike Air on the back. Good jump, man. I think these are still solid. Notoriously actually selling for under retail, but if you're one of them people that are kind of iffy about using secondary apps like StockX, go ahead and grab these joints from an official retailer. As we see, Foot Locker today did restock these, and you do have some sizes left, while quantities are still available. So that's all I got for you guys today. We got some random crazy Jordan restocks that kind of felt like they came out of nowhere. We got exclusive access today via the sneakers app for the new Concrete Boys Air Force One, a sneaker which, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but these are definitely one that's on the top of my hit list as far as May releases. So that's all I got for you guys today. It's the Friday show. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, spend time with some loved ones and just enjoy the weekend, man. So salute, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. In the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed. JA News. I'll catch y'all next time. I'm out. Love.